What if every time you saw that low fuel light, you were actually inviting disaster? Most drivers think it's just a game, seeing how far they can push it. But that gamble is actively killing your car's most vital part, leaving you stranded and facing a massive repair. So, what's really going on inside your car when that light comes on? Most people have no idea that the gasoline in their tank does more than just power the engine. That's right. The gas itself is what keeps your fuel pump from overheating and burning itself out. Your fuel pump is submerged in that gasoline, and it relies on it to stay cool and lubricated while it works. When you let the tank get almost empty, the pump starts sucking in air instead of fuel. This is a disaster. Suddenly, it loses its coolant, causing it to overheat and work way harder than it's designed to. And to make things worse, all the tiny bits of dirt and sediment that naturally build up in your gas tank settle at the very bottom. When you're running on fumes, that's exactly what your fuel pump is trying to suck up. This clogs the system and puts even more strain on an already overheating part. This isn't a one-time problem. Every single time you drive on empty, you're chipping away at the life of your fuel pump, pushing it closer to a sudden and expensive failure. So let's talk about the part you're actually destroying. It's called the fuel pump, and it's one of the most important parts of your car you've probably never thought about. Think of it like the heart of your fuel system. It has one simple, but absolutely critical job: to pump gasoline from the tank all the way up to your engine. If it doesn't do its job, your car isn't going anywhere. It's a total shutdown. Now, this little pump wasn't designed to be out in the open. It was made to live its entire life submerged in a cool bath of gasoline. That liquid gas is constantly flowing through it, keeping its moving parts lubricated and preventing it from getting dangerously hot. But when you drive on E, that pump gets left high and dry. Instead of pulling in a steady stream of cool liquid fuel, it starts gasping and sucking in air. And that air is its worst enemy. There's no lubrication. There's no cooling. It's like forcing an engine to run with zero oil. The heat spikes, and the internal parts start grinding against each other, wearing down at an incredible speed. This is where the real damage starts to stack up. Automotive experts have a golden rule for this very reason. Avoid letting your tank drop below 1/4 full. Why a quarter? Because that level is usually enough to guarantee the fuel pump stays completely underwater, so to speak. It ensures it's always submerged in that cooling, lubricating gasoline, even when you're going up a hill or taking a sharp corner. Once you dip below that quarter tank mark, you're officially in the danger zone. You're not just risking overheating the pump, you're forcing it to do its job under the absolute worst conditions. Every single time that low fuel light comes on, you're basically gambling with a part that can leave you stranded on the side of the highway. And what's worse, you're making it work even harder to suck up the dregs at the bottom. Think about it. Over years and years, tiny bits of rust, dirt, and sediment settle at the bottom of your gas tank, creating a layer of gunk. When your tank is full, that gunk stays put. But when you're running on fumes, that sludge is the first thing your struggling pump tries to pull through the system. It clogs the fuel filter and puts an insane amount of strain on the pump's motor. So you have this part that's already overheating and running dry, and now you're asking it to suck a thick, gritty milkshake through a tiny straw. It's a recipe for disaster. The pump wasn't built for that kind of abuse. It will fight, it will strain, and eventually, it will just burn itself out and die. So what you really have is a two-pronged attack that's killing your fuel pump. A nasty 1-2 punch that combines starvation and contamination. Let's talk about the first hit, starvation. When your pump is no longer submerged in a deep pool of gasoline, it starts to gasp. It's pulling in pockets of air along with whatever fuel is left. And air is the absolute last thing it wants. Remember, that gasoline is its lifeblood. It's the coolant that stops the pump's motor from burning itself out. When you replace that cool liquid with air, the temperature inside the pump skyrockets. The delicate electronics and wiring inside start to cook. It gets even worse when you're actually driving. As you turn, accelerate, or stop, the little bit of gas you have left sloshes from side to side. This constantly exposes and submerges the pump over and over again. It's a cycle of gasping for air, then getting a splash of fuel, then more air. This thermal stress is incredibly destructive, but that's only half the battle. While your pump is overheating and starving, it's also being poisoned. This is the second part of the attack, contamination. Over the life of your car, all sorts of junk settles at the bottom of your gas tank. We're talking tiny flakes of rust, dirt that got in during a fill-up, and just general sediment. It creates this layer of sludge at the very bottom. When your tank is full, that gunk just sits there, mostly undisturbed. But when you're running on fumes, that sludge becomes a concentrated, gritty soup. And guess what you're struggling? Overheating pump is now trying to suck up? Exactly. All that garbage gets pulled straight into the system. Now, your car has a fuel filter for this reason, but it isn't designed to handle a constant blast of concentrated sludge. This forces the pump's motor to work insanely hard, putting a massive strain on a part that's already cooking itself to death. You're asking it to suck the thickest part of the milkshake through a tiny straw that's getting more and more clogged every second. Some people will argue that modern gas tanks are made of plastic, so rust isn't a big deal. And while that's true, it completely ignores all the other dirt and debris that inevitably find their way into your tank. So you have this perfect storm. The pump is overheating from a lack of cooling, and at the exact same time, it's being forced to work harder than ever to pull a thick slurry of contaminants through the line. It's a brutal combination that grinds down the pump's internals and burns out its motor. It's not a question of if it will fail, it's a question of when. So how do you stop this slow, expensive death from happening inside your gas tank? Thankfully, the fix isn't some complicated procedure or expensive additive. It's just a simple change in habit. It's called the quarter tank rule, and it's exactly what it sounds like. From now on, you treat a quarter of a tank as your new empty. The second your needle hits that 1/4 mark, you start thinking about your next fill up. You never let it drop below that line if you can help it. Why a quarter tank? Because that amount of gasoline provides a deep enough pool to keep your fuel pump completely submerged, no matter what you're doing. Remember, that gasoline is the pump's lifeblood. It's the coolant that keeps it from burning out and the lubricant that keeps its parts moving smoothly. Experts say that having at least a quarter of a tank is what it takes to guarantee the pump stays covered in that cool liquid, even when you're turning corners or hitting the brakes and all that fuel is sloshing around. When the pump is safely underwater, it can't suck in those destructive pockets of air. It stays cool, it stays lubricated, and it does its job without straining. But this rule does more than just prevent overheating. It also protects your pump from all that junk we talked about. When your tank is half full or more, that layer of sediment and sludge at the bottom is mostly undisturbed. But when you follow the quarter tank rule, you're never forcing your pump to suck fuel from the very bottom of the barrel. You're always pulling from the cleaner fuel sitting on top. Now, you might hear some people argue that this is all a bit dramatic. And sure, that's true. But it completely ignores all the other dirt, grime, and debris that inevitably get into your tank over the years every time you open the gas cap. The quarter tank rule protects you from all of it.